Hello, hi. Well, we're here with the lovely Jetstream and Jenny Rainsford, who's one of the directors of the festival, in the lovely Pomodoro Pizza tent. So thank you so much for joining us. You've been here a few days now. What have you been up to?
So yesterday we spent the day kind of enjoying the sunshine. As you can see by my slightly burnt face. Unexpected weather, but it's fantastic. So we've been kind of walking, just looking at the bands, enjoying the food, having a few drinks, and then really kind of acclimatizing for tonight's performance.
So can you tell us a bit about yourselves, where you're from and what you will do in the band?
We're all the way from Gibraltar. I'm the guitarist from the band, and we've been together for 11 years now. We've done quite a few gigs over the past couple of years here in UK. Here we are again.
Well, we're delighted to have you back again. Oh, can't quite see that.
Hello.
At the moment we do, yeah. Well, I'm a teacher myself, so try to get away on the weekends and get rid of some of the stress. I tell them that it's my evil twin that does it, really. So yeah, but yeah, it's fun to get away now and again and do this. So I'll leave that one to Nolan.
Ideally, I mean, if it makes sense for us to do it, of course. I mean, we obviously have mortgages and everything else to pay at the moment, so if it makes sense financially, and we love to do what we do, absolutely. We're very passionate about it. So yeah, for sure. In an ideal world, we'd love to, and we're going to keep trying for sure.
So tell us about the music scene in Gibraltar. Is it a very happening rock scene?
For me, okay, yeah. So yeah, Gibraltar's a really small place, 30,000 people. So it's been fantastic for us to kind of, I think, learn what our sound is, kind of really work out our craft. But we got to the point where I think we played most of the big concerts there, and we love playing them every year. So things like the New Year event or MTV festivals, things like that. But what we've been doing is actually using that as a platform to get out of Gibraltar and start playing in Europe. So even last week we were in Belgium. Now we're here at the Lechlade Festival. We've got 3 more festivals in the UK planned as well. We're performing in Spain as well, in Madrid, and other European cities are playing it as well. So Gibraltar's been a really good platform for us. But of course, a small rock with 30,000 people means you've got a limited audience. We've got fantastic support. But for us to grow as a band, we need to start to then get into Europe and hopefully at some point America as well. So who knows?
Sure. Now, tell us about your your musical influences. How would you describe your sound?
That's best to speak to.
Are you Mr. Songwriter? Are you?
Main songwriter together with Nolan.
Yes, Nolan and I write a lot of the songs, not all of them, but a lot of the songs. Musical influences, I think, difficult question. So who do we admire musically is one kind of part of it, and there's a lot of us who like Pearl Jam. We grew up with that. A lot of us who don't like things like Stevie Wonder. So there's a bit of a mix. But our musical sound, I think, comes from a lot of bands for the last 10 years. So Coldplay's in there for sure. Massive band that they are. Loved and hated. Mixed reviews. The Killers, also a big influence of ours. Kings of Leon. So there's a rock part of it, but there's also a melodic synth part of it as well, which kind of makes it quite contemporary. So we've got a mix of all that, but plus we've also got the stuff that we love, like Bowie's and the Queens, and it's rock, but with an electronic part to it. That's I think the best way I can describe it.
And what can the Lechlade? Oh. Sorry about that. What can the audience expect from your set tonight?
Definitely sing-along songs, a high level of energy performance, interaction, maybe me going mental and jumping into the crowd. Anything goes. You'll see us jumping about, having a good time, portraying that, and hopefully that same energy will be conveyed by the audience, and just generally having a great time. Yeah, that's when the magic happens, so to speak. Rehearsals can be grueling and tiresome sometimes. Recording in a studio isn't exactly the most thrilling of experiences. So when we get on stage and we get to perform our songs, and when people sort of relate to that, it's the best feeling ever, of course. Well, we just gauge it depending on the day and depending on what we think the crowd will be like. We have kind of a set a list of songs for the live performance, but it can change at any given point.
If anyone wants to listen to them, you know where to go. Facebook, Spotify, all the classic platforms. You know, Jetstream official.
Talk about promoting.
Absolutely, that's what it's about.
We pay him enough.
You're all over social media, you know, Facebook, everything. Is that something that's, you know, obviously really important to you? But where do you find the time to do it?
That's a good question. Yeah, anywhere and everywhere. So just before getting on the plane, before getting on the train, you know, at home, before going to sleep, the first thing to wake up. You know, one of the things that we do is we very much carry ourselves as a professional working band. So, you know, one of the reasons that we are here, the main reason is we're delighted to be invited. I mean, really, really happy to be here. Can't wait to go on stage. But I think, you know, we're here to try and build our fan base. We're here to get our music out to a brand new audience, hopefully engage with it. So really, the promotional part, the marketing part, is as important as being here performing. And we have to look at it that way, because actually, you know, I know we kind of joke about it, but we do this because we love it. And if we could do this full time, we absolutely should, you know? We think we're good at it. We want to get better at it, but we hope that we can do that with an audience that grows with us. So, yeah, first and foremost, you've got to make the time somehow. It's worth it.
And what's going on in terms of new music? What have you got in the pipeline?
New music. We've got an album coming out hopefully in September, which we're working on, and really looking forward to that coming out as soon as it's ready. So, yeah, that's really what's in the pipeline, to be honest. So it's obviously Stuart's working his magic, Nolan's working his magic in terms of lyrics and other songs, and then we'll put it all together in the band, rehearse them, get them down on record, and hopefully it'll be out in time for September. Some vinyl I've heard as well through the grapevine as well, which is great. I think that's another medium of choice again, kind of thing. It's done the rounds, or it's been doing the rounds again. So looking forward to that, a special edition on vinyl. So is that it? No, I think that's
Sums it up.
cool.
Lots and lots of luck. Thank you so much. I was just about, yeah.
Say something. The reason these guys are here is because they submitted an audition for the festival and we were just blown away. We just thought they were absolutely awesome, and we were like, these are going to be really big and we want them here now. And you know, they're on Supporting the Feeling this evening, and we just think the crowd are going to go absolutely crazy. That's why they're here. They might love it, but we love them as well. They're going to be fantastic.
Brilliant. Well, let's hope that we'll see you back again next year. Yeah, there's an album out. Thank you so much for speaking to Zap Active today, and yeah, good luck for tonight, and we hope to see you again next year. Thank you.